Okay, so I think Lilith did a major oopsie. If you take a look at the Andras leaderboard formation, you take a look, right? There's no poison teams in the top 10, like pretty much at all. Maybe one or two, but everyone in the top 10 is running Tevor, and everyone that runs Tevor has him at below R2. Because if you guys don't know, Tevor at R2 he actually gains guaranteed crit, and Andras, he has a special ability that whenever he receives crit, he will reduce that incoming crit damage by a certain percentage, and I think it's about 90%. So if you have an R2 Tevor, he straight up becomes unusable. So at this point in this game mode, R0 or R1 Tevor is infinitely better than R2 Tevor, because if you have your R2 Tevor, he straight up just becomes unusable. As you can see, there's no Tevor to be seen in R2 above Tevor to be seen in the leaderboard except for Bravel. But one major difference in Bravel's team comp, even though, like, look at his team, he has R6 across the board with Shrampin more than R2, and R4 Hilda that can ignore resistance, and his average turn is slower than mine. I think mine was about 84, yeah, 84.2. This is my first 10 battle, by the way, and he has an R6 Tevor, and the major difference between an R6 Tevor with an R2 Tevor is R6 Tevor can actually pursuit on every 3 ally hits, which is why he can still somewhat use Tevor. But if his Tevor was R2 and above and not R6, there is no way he could run Tevor and get this average turn count, because Tevor at R2, he just doesn't work. His crit does absolutely no damage at all. At that point, you're better off running like Sander with no crit, 0 crit, rather than using Tevor with 100% guaranteed crit, right? Okay, so this one we've seen Embla with no crit rate, pretty good, and he's using Ggez as well. So I guess he's using Ggez to kill off the ads, and he's putting it on Avatara, so every time the ads attack, Ggez has a chance to counter attack. I think it's better if he puts Zora instead of Ggez, probably, I think, because then Ggez will crit on the boss every single time. If he puts Zora, I don't think Zora is going to crit. Oh my god, look, yo, no way. No, I'm tripping. Look at this, the top 50. This one highest floor is 16, right? This one is 14. I didn't even notice this. What the heck? Oh my god, bro, this is so goofy. But yeah, top 50 still has not cleared difficulty 16, but it's still very early. It's about like 2 hours since the leaderboard has been open, and I think this is a very huge problem, and it's very stupid that it is the case, because right now Tevor is the best unit to run for Andras by far, not even close. The poison team is absolutely stupid. It's extremely slow, as you can see in the top 10, right? You don't see like any poison teams that break like 100 turns. This one is a poison team, but he's about 112 turns, and you don't really see any other poison teams. Yeah, this one is a poison team with 130 turns. It's because poison is just so bad with all of the Ritual Miracle bosses, because the bosses have additional poison resist, which is completely, it doesn't make any sense. You promote this boss to be this unit, to be this boss that is weak against true damage, true or stuff, dot damage, right? Bleed and all that, but you cannot lend the poison or the bleed stacks because this boss has over 100% resist on poison. What? Lilith, make it make sense. What is this? And then you make Tevor the most broken unit for this game mode, but when you R2 him, he becomes completely unusable. What is this, Lilith? Come on. My proposal to Lilith is that we need to find a way, we need to have a way to undo resonance, because it's not just Tevor in this game mode. In this case, Tevor R2 being completely unusable in this game mode, but it's also like stuff like Yuhime, her R2 is completely pointless. It adds 15% additional attack damage at the cost of 1 health sense type. What the fuck is that? If I could undo my Yuhime, which again, I have my Yuhime not even skilled up at R2. My Yuhime is R1, and I have a resonance just waiting, because this is a completely useless resonance that is actually detrimental to her. So Lilith, if you're watching this, give us a way to undo resonance. And yeah, I think that's about it. This is completely stupid, by the way. It's laughable that R0 Tevor is actually better than R2. Yeah, that's about it. Ciao.